Well,
Hey,
buddy. What?
I was just looking at something that I was going to share you, but you gave me sent me that tag. Hopefully, it's still there when we get off live.
Okay.
So I can send it to you. It's fucking truth too, and that explains me perfect. I'd like to figure out a way to put it in my fucking bio.
Okay. We can do that. I can help you do that.
So, so I'm gonna ask straight out, and that since it's just me and you, what was going on last night?
You mean?
It just seemed like nothing was. I don't know.
Oh wow, we were sitting at the hospital waiting, and um,
Oh, I didn't know. No, I didn't know nothing about no hospital. I was talking about the lives and shit.
yeah, no, I went live last night while we were waiting at the hospital. Um, and it was just we were listening to the psychic about winter, and then I got off because my phone was dying, and when I was getting off, I saw you were still alive, but I was still in the hospital. I was gonna charge it when we got to the car and jump on, but by the time we did that, you were off.
Yeah, I was. I kept inviting you, but you
There's
because I.
Jack. I saw it come through, but I like I said, I was live. I sent
Yeah,
you one too.
yeah, I invited you and Jason because I knew if you were. Hey, Jackie Jacks. I knew that if you were live, I knew if I invited Jason, you could do two lives at once.
Well, so we decided that I'm getting a second phone, so I can run my second. I'm gonna start my second account because if I'm live on my account, I can't enter another live. So I need to just start a second account.
Right. Hey, actually, not to cut you off or nothing. Jax, did you like that? What I just sent you?
Yeah, we could finish this later. There's 11 people in here. Diane, I have to find. There's Jen, Kayla. Jen's at work though, so I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's fucking. I gotta go out sometime today, and it's kind of scary, man, because it's fucking snowing up here. Looks like it's icy as
Oh,
shit.
I know. It's snowing down here too. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know why.
I gotta order
I
one of
don't.
these.
What do I want to say? I don't know why I've been so fucking wore out and tired lately, man.
I don't know. It's just. I think it's the weather. So last night was we had to go change locks at the house for the landlord, and then we went to the hospital with my niece because LB is sick, the baby, and I wasn't sending her to the hospital by herself for the first time. So, because we went, she took her to Children's in Boardman.
Who went to the hospital?
Your niece,
Oh,
Alexia's baby. Jax, are you
all
okay?
right. All right. I got you.
Uh, Jen.
Morning, Jen.
Where the
Jen,
hell
you
have you
have
guys
bad
been all day? I thought
dreams.
y'all got bananaed.
No?
No.
What?
No?
No, I fell asleep on my frickin' live.
Oh no, I got a picture of you, bud.
Do you? Yeah, no, I propped my phone up on my sweatshirt. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm sure
It
it's
was like only
all
one
over.
corner of the frame. It was so funny. I promise you, I'm
Hey,
about to send it to you here in a minute.
3 o'clock this morning.
Who was where at 3 o'clock?
I said, guess who I found on here at 3 o'clock this morning?
Probably
And
Cheech.
I was super nice. I even sent some gifts.
Oh, he was on live?
He was on somebody's panel. So I went over and I
You're
sent
such an asshole.
him some gifts.
But
That's funny.
Kayla.
also another thing too, Pickle.
What?
I'm gonna have a phone call with you later
Okay.
because your new friends and everything else says that shit ain't going on behind the curtains and that, right? So I'm not gonna say nothing on lives, on my live, your live, anybody's lives.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a phone call to you so I know it's not being heard by anybody.
Yeah, that's fine. I would prefer that.
Oh, listen, it is fucking freezing here again today.
Oh, I know,
It's
girl.
snowing here.
Oh, it's trying. The wind is horrible. It's so fucking
When?
cold.
Mo,
What?
when? I missed that.
Just a little bit ago. I seen that. She had the comments off and everything. Nobody in the panel. It was just them.
What did you have to say?
I don't know. I only heard it for about 30 seconds.
But I will say though, Pickle, I did do good yesterday.
Good. Proud of you.
Yes. No, I mean as far as gifts and all that shit. And if anybody's in here that was in my live yesterday, I appreciate you. Thank you. You guys did an amazing job yesterday.
We both went to bed around 12. Tracy called at 1:36 a.m.
But yeah, I had a lot of people asking me last night about why things were the way they were and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? You were that you were in one.
I sent you that picture, Stan. I'm on my phone. Where y'all at?
We're here.
Are you getting moved in?
Oh, yeah. So we got the keys yesterday and we went to the house last night, unloaded the car, stuff that was here, and I have to go get stuff from Lexi's house and move it today. And then I'm gonna go to the store and go buy, new stuff for the house. But yeah, she asked about Winter's glasses and just let him talk. Okay. Did he have anything good to say or helpful to say? I guess is the right words to put it.
No, I think he was pretty much just expressing how he feels, because at first he was like, I don't think that the foster dad will do it just because he was good to the kids, tuck them out to eat when they wanted to go to eat, go buy them new clothes, and da da da. And the more he talked, the more he was like, but then again, I don't know why he won't let them search but where he tucked them. He was crying. It was sad.
Aww. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sick still.
Did you talk to I Am Web last night?
No, I didn't talk. Well, I did text her, but she didn't text me back. So, messenger, whatever.
Sent her a message. She just said thank you. I'm worried about her. But
Well, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard losing anybody. But
I exactly.
but when you've like they've been a part of your life, you know, in a marriage, it's just it's different. I mean,
Thank you, Jenny. I'm gonna order one of those. Two of those tappers. You think?
Pretty sure.
Jason thinks he can tap faster than a tapper.
So just buy one.
I don't know. So, how rural is that area? Has anybody seen like a?
It's very rural. Very, very, very.
Okay, so are there any other houses around her?
I'd seen what I want to say. Kristen had a thing up one day, and she was showing me it, but I didn't really pay attention to houses, but
Okay.
it's very. It's nothing but trees and woods and mountains and you know what I mean.
Thank you guys for the love. Okay, because
Thank you, Jax.
just curious. Huh. Does anybody else have anything they want to add on this case right now before
Thank
on
you,
Winter
Jack.
Factor? I don't have a whole lot of update right now.
Well, I'm still looking through some stuff that I've been doing on my own, and
Yeah, well, we didn't
I'll
jump
let you.
full into this case right away, because we were still doing Becca, and when Becca finally was, I mean, it's still not over, but after things had kind of slowed down and with Becca, I had the PA stuff going on, and then we had a couple other things that we did and talked about. So, hey, true crime. So, it wasn't like we jumped full blown into this case. So, I still am also, like you, looking into things and whatnot. So, but there's,
But really, to tell you the truth, if you really wanted to get a feel for the of what it's like around there and everything, talk to Dora.
yeah, I watch a lot of her videos. I'm gonna message
Because
her.
well, Dora's been boots on the ground there.
Okay.
But I wanna take a minute, and I'm not trying to steal your platform or nothing, but I want everybody to give a shout out and thoughts and prayers to the NASCAR community, Greg Biffle's family's community, all his friends, his community that he lived in. He was a great guy, had a great family,
He
did
did.
amazing things for people around him, had a big heart. He wasn't only a great driver, but he was a great guy. So I'd like everybody to put those people's in their thoughts and their prayers, and that it's just very heartbroken that something like that would happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. It's been really hard.
I don't get choked up over much, but it did choke me up.
Jason, I don't know if you heard him. A lot doesn't choke him up, but this is really getting to him. Anybody that knows Jason and I, even for that matter, we are huge racing fans. Dirt is our main thing, but that doesn't mean that all racing and all forms of racing aren't as well. Um, so, and he was one that Jason paid attention to and was following, and knew a lot about.
Well, I watched uh, I watched a lot of camera footage and everything else, and that of what
Was there a
than what.
mechanical failure?
She was flying a plane.
Oh, she was flying.
Yeah, she was flying. She was a pilot too. Yeah, it was a mechanical failure with the plane, I believe.
Mechanical failure with the plane is what Jason heard. Is that what you heard too, Stan?
Yeah.
That's so
Well,
sad.
they said what they think it was is they took off, and that because they were only in the air. They're saying anywhere from 9 to 13 minutes or some shit like that.
Oh
And
wow.
they said what they're thinking is that when they took off, that they didn't realize the weather was as bad as it was, with the fog and everything.
Right.
So they went to turn around to come back, and when they turned around to come back, something went down in the engine, and it happened so fast that I mean they were only what, like I said, anywhere from 9 to 13, we'll say 15 minutes away from the airport, and they couldn't even make it back to the airport. That's how fast it happened. So,
So sad. So sad.
but I will say though, if you watch the people that lived on the end of the airport and stuff like that, that were outside and they seen it all unfold. They said that whoever was flying that plane, that they were trying to do their best. They said because the plane was level. It wasn't all cockeyed or anything else. It was level, like it was coming in for a landing.
He must have been trained to it.
And I think that's what whoever was flying was trying to do. They were just trying to get to the runway and hit the runway as fast as they could. Runway and hit the runway as fast as they could. And it
Right.
went down because they said the plane caught a couple trees. That's how low they were. That when they were coming in, that they caught a couple trees and what else? There was a big fence at the end of the airport that they caught.
It's just completely heartbreaking.
Yes, it is. If you go back through your things, that's why when I realized Jason was, I had a thing that popped up for Jason. I tried sending him what I was finding and shit. They lot, yeah, there's a lot of good videos for me that I sent. I mean, I take that back. They're not good videos, but there's a lot of videos that,
A lot of informative video.
yes,
Video.
yes, that would show him. You know what I mean? From the camera views and everything at the airport and shit. And when they were talking to
Right.
the people that were at the end of the runway and stuff like that. And the messed up thing about it is too, you know how they confirmed it that it was him on that plane and his family. You know the guy that he was flashing the mirror that they had the story about that he went into the mountains to help and everything. Jason will know what I'm talking about. I think when Helene went down and they went to try to make so they could see that he was there. when Helene, after Helene.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Anyways,
Jason, Jason
yeah,
said yeah.
yeah. Well,
Jason
yeah,
said yeah.
yeah. Well, come to find out that family was part of a drag racing family, and that's where Biffle and his family were going to meet them in Florida for some kind of drag racing.
I'm going somewhere in the Bahamas. I did see that.
So sad.
But there was a pilot. There was Biffle's family on there in Biffle, and then there was a family member from the Wallace family. And we all know the Wallace family, and the Petty family and all that, and even the Earnhardt families. They've all had very, very bad tragedies around the NASCAR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this one, and I will say, even though I was one of the biggest fans of Dale Earnhardt Sr., I think this one's going to hit just as hard, if not a little harder, because who Biffle was and what he stood for and what he did.
Because he was in the middle of his 12 days. Because he was in the middle of his 12 days of Biffmas.
Yeah, I know. But the community of North Carolina where he lived, they all said that they don't want anybody to take money from Biffle's account or his estate or anything. They all said in this Cletus. I don't know who he is, but I mean I've seen videos of him, but I don't know exactly who he is. They're all stepping up. They said they would love to pay for Biffle and his family's funerals because of the kind of guy
It's
he
Cletus
was.
McFarland.
Huh?
Cletus McFarland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he is, and the whole community that Biffle lived in the surrounding area of that community, they all want to pitch in and they all want to stand up and pay for their funeral services and their funeral because of who he was and who he stood for.
That's really sweet of him. Okay, guys. You two got this? There's 40 people in here.
I mean, I know it ain't a true crime thing, but it's a
No.
very tragic and
It's a very,
devastating.
yeah, no. You guys got this? Or do you want me to end? Um, hold on.
So, hey, Jenna, are you running around passing that picture out to everybody?
No, I sent it to you and Kristen, and that's it. I mean, I could post it and tag you if you want me to.
Hey, if you want to, I don't care.
It's just proof that you do sleep. You looked like you were very comfortable.
Oh, I was.
And then you stretched and you made it like you were like, oh, like stretching, and then you were off camera. Like all you could see was your face in your car.
I'm surprised I didn't. I'm surprised I didn't make a noise because I woke up. Actually, I woke up when that happened because when I stretched, because I got to figure out a way to differ it the way I sleep because when I stretch my left leg more. And man, I'm telling you what, every time I do, I feel my knee pull and scrap and it snaps and oh my God.
Probably Leandra. Yeah, I think she's around the corner. I think so anyway. Oh, yeah. That was so funny. You look like you were knocked out.
Yeah, I do. I get that way. I'll go and 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 go, and then when I crash, I fucking crash. What? What? It is what it is, my dears. But anyways, no, back to posting it. Hey, if you want to post it and put a Snapchat or capture that, and you want to put some kind of caption in there, you're allowed. You can. I mean, people say that I'm doing shit that I don't do, so it's all right.
Well, I mean, you say you don't sleep, but we got proof of it now.
I know I tell everybody I don't smile either, but you guys got proof of that too. You guys are just ruining my image, man.
He said that she left to go to the store to buy some masa, and he stayed home with the kids. Hours later, her family called the police.
Went for 4 days and there was no sign of Amelia. Then on December 8th, about 9:30 in the morning, her van was located about a mile and a half from her home. The key was on, out of gas.
It's really starting to snow up here. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the store pretty soon. Place I live in, I mean, the wind goes like that, and we lose power and everything else. So I'm good. True crime. How are you, dear?
Just hours after Delia was reported missing, a snowstorm rolled in. When the van was recovered several days later, there was snow on top of it. However, there was no snow under it, indicating that it had been there at the time of the snowstorm. That suggests that she had been.
Holy shit, Ace is in here this early in the afternoon. Holy shit.
Talk about what kind of man he was.
But yeah, Jenna, we were laughing last night. Everybody was in my live and they were talking and chatting and everything else. I couldn't get a word in edgewise, right? So I said, all right, whatever. It is what it is. So I put my shoes on, started my car, let it warm up. I went down to the store and got cigarettes and everything and came back and everybody was still on my chat. They had their live, they had it going and
The other weird thing that you pick up on is when you read the kids' interviews, how they don't really know what the hell happened that day because they're young, they're not paying attention.
Me and Pickle got to figure out how to put our heads on one of them things that swing our head back and forth that keeps the motion going in our camera live thing and shit. We could walk away. We could do everything we wanted to do in life and still collect our
Body buried on their family property. Antonio does have drug convictions, and Manuel has one for unlawfully carrying a weapon.
All right, I'm gonna shut up now because I feel like I'm the only one talking and I'm talking to myself.
I'm just trying to move stuff. I'm here. We have to put our head where? Where are we putting our head?
I said, well, you know them things that you put in the back window of your car that they kind of go the left or the right, they swing?
A bobblehead?
Not a bobblehead. It suctions to your window and it's on a wire and you have some kind of fan thing on it and it sways to the left, to the right. Get one of those. You know what I mean? We could we
I'm down.
could hi.
I said I'm down for it.
We could have our lives and go do whatever.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. We could have that yeah, kind of like a swivel. swaying back and forth, keeping our live alive because it's showing motion in our camera, and we wouldn't even have to sit there.
I enjoy sitting there talking to everybody, but the
Well,
problem is,
well, most of the time in my lives, and that I just sit there, and everybody else talks over top of everybody and everything else. So I just relax. I just kick back and relax.
gotcha.
Sorry, I was taking care of a client. I'm good now.
You're good, Jenna Denna.
Why are you
Chat, do you
apologizing?
have Chime?
What?
Do I have chime?
No, Jen.
Yeah. Do I shine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Send it to my cell phone, please.
Okay. I don't have your cell phone number.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you.
Pretty sure you didn't.
Well, I'm about to send it to you again.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she sent it to me, but I don't know. I think I looked for it one day, but I don't think I found it. I don't know. And true crime. Did you did you mean to hit your button to come up in the box, or did you just? Because I did accept you. At least I thought I did. If you want to come up, just send another one. Okay, no biggie. Yeah, the way this weather's looking outside, I might need your guys' thoughts and prayers and everything for me. That I don't hit the pavement when I go outside.
So, how about
What the fuck is going on?
what do you mean? I what do you mean? I was on pause for a minute because
Well,
my
no,
son.
because I seen that pop up in the box for Jenna. It says accept, and I accepted it. It didn't bring her up. Then I went in and manually went into my thing, accept Ace before I could accept her to come back up on the thing.
Yeah, I hit
I have
accept
no
for Ace and
idea.
it didn't pop him up.
Right. If the host is in pause on their live, it won't allow any more guests to enter.
And I was in or in or pause or whatever because my ex called because my son and saw the rheumatologist today. He wasn't supposed to, and he did, and kind of irritated about it, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna try to
Right.
do this. I'm gonna try to do this. It probably won't do it, but
What are you doing?
that's what it looks outside, man.
Oh, yeah.
Can y'all see it?
Yep.
And there's my little hot rod.
So Jen,
Then you'll know how really old I am.
all
Oh,
right,
no
I'm
fudge
taking a load
pops.
to the car. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, Crow, like you were saying, some people have still images. They also have to have like a mic key up now and again. But if you have a green screen going, that is not just a still picture, then after so much non movement with no mic, with no comment, it times you out also. So it's multiple layers. Well, because we are getting your mic to key up now and again with some of the chat, so your box would light up showing that you were actually doing something, but even though you weren't.
Right. For me snoring and everything else, but I leave my mic open so you guys can do whatever you were doing that one day, so you guys can get it to.
Right. Basically, it's like if we can the a quick loud noise or two people talking at the same time that happens to overwhelm your mic or the mic modulation real quick versus a slow steady chat. So yeah,
Right.
like I said, I kind of explained that to you before. I'm like,
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't worry about it because that's why I got the people that I trust to be mods. So
right, auto snore like Dora.
need an auto snorer. Need an auto snorer like Dora. Yes, laugh out loud.
But it's got to be on the hostess end. So yeah, I mean, so if you someone really took the time and let's say made a CD of random noises now and again for 12 hours, 24 hours even, they could literally just play it and have their phone sitting next to it and say, "Hey, welcome everyone. We're just sitting back chilling or whatever," and then let it pause for or yeah, or yeah, just let it go quiet for just a period of time, and then have it say it again because it's as if somebody new come in. So it's not gonna. Yeah, there's ways.
Well, that's like I was gonna go get smokes today, but I'm not driving all the way out there in this shit, man. I mean, it don't look. I know on the picture it doesn't look that bad, but it rained like a son of a bitch here last night. So,
Right.
and when I go to the store, it's all gonna depend on how everything is when I go to the store, depending on if I go to that party tomorrow or not. Even
Yeah, I gotta. As soon as the wife gets home, we gotta go take off to try to do our quick Christmas shopping because we haven't been able to. We've been working, working, working.
Here. Never mind. I didn't know all this was down here.
no, like I was telling you earlier or yesterday, the only thing I got left to do is pay my rent and pay my what is it, an iPad, Chromebook, or whatever.
Any sort of tablet type thing, yeah, that will be advanced enough to run the bare minimum or at least double bare minimum of, or at least double bare minimum of the program, the
Right.
platform.
Well, like I said, all I want to do is I want to be like everybody else does. I want to be able to look shit up when I'm on live.
Right. More professionally done.
Right. But I did, because I told me and you had a conversation about it. I did talk to Spectrum because that's
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi deal thing, right? They said they would give me a deal if I transferred from who I am with now to them. They would give me a 17, an iPhone 17. They'd let me keep my own number.
Yeah.
They would pay all the transfers and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Which there
Right.
is none
Right.
because what I'm on now. And
Right.
they set it up for a year for what I was paying for this. With owning my own phone, it would be cheaper for me to go with Spectrum.
Type of service is that? Is that going to be fiber optic or is that going to be like cable or what?
Oh, it'd be a regular. Oh, it'd be a regular. No, it'd be a normal, straight up. What do I want to say? iPhone 17. I mean, you'd have the cell phone. You know, I mean, it's a cell phone. You'd have the service and blah 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 right through it.
Well, right, but usually it's a package deal for having an internet connection, not just through your phone, but you have your router and
Right?
your
Yeah, they were going to give me a package deal.
yeah, that's what I mean. And that type of connection, like out here, my mom has fiber optic, which is obviously one of the fastest forms of data transfer there is currently.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's fiber optic or whatever, but the Wi-Fi I have right now, it's one of the fastest Wi-Fi's you can have.
In your area. So it's either a cable or fiber. Yeah, because they just put in fiber optic out here last summer, I think it was.
Yeah. Mo, why can't you use your iPhone? A lot of people say that, man. They can't use an iPhone, but they can get on an Android, and
Right.
the Androids are more complicated, really, than iPhone is.
I don't know. Yeah, no.
Well, once you get your what do I want to say? Once you get your iCloud set up and everything else in that, I mean, it's pretty easy after that.
There's more steps. There's more steps to that type of programming compared to Android. It has less steps, and it's just a learning curve of how to utilize the things.
It
It
don't know
really
how
is.
to let me use. It
It
don't know
really
how
is.
to let me use it. I use an Android.
Right. Yeah, I mean there's like because the wife has the iPhone 15 Max and we got done dirty on that deal by what we thought was a friend A series and she uses that one and she's like I don't like these at all. I'm like but you like mine. She's like well yeah, I'm like it's the same phone. Well I like how yours works. This A series don't work worth crap. I'm like B series don't work worth crap. I'm like because it's a lower grade series. You get the S series and they run better, run smoother, they operate faster. I mean, and you can do extra things in the settings to where you can actually use virtual RAM and stuff. So, I mean, it's only because of the type of phone that she got that she don't like it, but she has transversed back and forth between the phones. She's like, well, this one's a lot simpler to do this. Like in Android, it has a volume menu to where you can actually turn down your media, turn down your ringer, turn down your notifications to where a iPhone operating system does not. It does at a setting that you want. So it's like, well, I thought they're supposed to be smartphones. I thought it would be that smart to be able to separate those things, and no.
My iPhone does. I can do that with my iPhone.
I mean, they might now. The last time I checked, the iPhone 15 Max didn't or doesn't, unless they did an update on the operating system. But where's the back button? Yeah, on the iPhone. Yeah, I mean,
There's Mo. There's not a back button.
I'll see.
Uh, what there is though, and that there's an arrow at the top of your screen on the left side that you hit it. That's your back button.
Instead of having the triple line for suspend or the little square-ish round button for complete square-ish round button for completely like clear closing it out or the arrow that just you hit for the back, I mean yeah, like I said, the wife said she goes back and forth between the phone she goes back and forth between the phones, and if she had an S series she would like it better. But she likes her iPhone. They both have their advantage and disadvantage. Like an iPhone is great for multitasking, like having, if you're a type of person that wants to have like 20 windows up at a time and you want to keep switching back and forth between them all, iPhone's great. But and the Samsung's not so good on that aspect. It wants you to do minimum of that, constantly trying to update those windows to keep them active, and it just doesn't have the processing or whatever. I'm not sure what part of the phone doesn't is conflicted with it, the program wise, or maybe it's the chip wise. I don't know, but it does not operate as well as the iPhone does, as far as trying to keep all these behind the scenes screens active and being able to switch them out and go to them and all that. It has, like, let's say, more RAM. For instance, I upped, like, let's say, more RAM. For instance, I upped the RAM on mine, and I have no issues with it. I 5 to 7 windows open at a time if I really wanted to, and I have no issues. But it's a setting thing, a little tips and trick deal. So, I mean, yeah, functions. Like another example, those of us that were doing a lot of PC stuff, or with the main Win program, XP. Now, that was like layman's terms. You could go into everything. You could do everything with it, just in layman's terms. And processes and steps that you got to take. It's not as user friendly unless you go to a class almost, unless you understand it, But right, and exactly, Stan. That's what you prefer, and it, it varies on what you do with it. I know my mother got confused. She's like, "How do I open this? It's not a button to push." I'm like, "You just tap on the word. There's no extra fancy little picture. They simplified it, so they didn't beautify it. Didn't beautify it." And that's how my mother got lost on a Samsung. Is she's looking for the little picture, the cosmetics to be able to maneuver to where Android doesn't need those cosmetics. It just tap on the word. And she went back to an iPhone anyways later on, but she had to downgrade for a little while. Downgrade for a little while. Downgrade in her, yeah. Everybody's considered a downgrade because the phones are cheaper than the iPhones.
I love my Android. I love my Androids. I have tried to go to an iPhone 2 or 3 different times, and I just can't do it. I
Right?
can't do it. Huh?
I said right.
Well, I was also going to say too that you said that Android's cheaper than an iPhone. Not really. Not anymore.
Why?
Androids ain't cheaper than iPhones.
Like apps and stuff, they are.
And an Android is a brand spanking new Android is $1,500. Easy.
I would say the version I got from the phone company or whatever, mine was basically free, to where if you try to get a iPhone company, like most of the companies, they don't have deals that they can basically give you a free phone. And mine's 15. No, mine's I'd have to look. Mine's one of the newer ones, 24. Mine's the 24, and I got it free. To where her iPhone was definitely not free, even with the trade-in of her old one.
Did you get a? You have a Samsung 24?
Yeah.
25, and
Yeah, I got
I
mine
just
like last year or year before.
I just got mine. I had the
Yeah.
Razor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it. Once you go with the S
All right,
series,
Jen.
don't go to any other series. Keep with the S series because the other series are not as good. They just aren't.
So keep
I
this
I
series.
I had to show my stepson that he got one of the A series and he was trying to do the screen share
Yeah.
and it wouldn't pick up on a lot of the different things that he had that he could do it on or even Bluetooth with or whatever. He'd have massive problems, and I'm like, why are you having problems? I went bloop bloop tap tap, and I was connected. He's like, they're both Samsungs. I'm like, yeah, but mine's an S series, and he had the A series, and it didn't do that stuff. I got a phone series, and it didn't do that stuff. I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
What did we do? Get kabooted? But I when I came back, I seen my mic was on. You must have heard me snapping out
When?
a minute ago. Somebody muted my mic.
All right.
But no,
I have no idea what
my
you're talking
fucking
about.
my fucking Keurig, man. The Keurig or things. Some of them, and that I have a hell of a time having them poked through. But if I take them off and I turn them, then it pokes right through nice and neatly. It pisses me off. But yeah, I'm gonna have this one last cup of coffee,
Kristen's here.
and then I gotta go. Then I gotta see about going to the store. Store. See if I can go outside and fall down and bust my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
And then another thing is too, you and Jason were talking about popping in here this weekend. So I gotta get motivated and straighten my house up, make my bed. That was being a joke. I was being funny.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were talking about popping in there. Hi, Kristen.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm moving some stuff, so give me a minute.
Okay.
Oh, and pickle. Just to let you know, in case you were wondering, when you play games with Kristen and it has a little bit of
Oh
a
my God.
fun nature in it,
Well,
she knows it all. So just warning you.
you asked me a question last night and I put you to sleep.
Why? What question did I ask you?
You asked me about sign language and then you just dipped.
I asked you about what?
About sign language?
Oh, yeah, I got. I had to. I had to go. I had to go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He was tired.
But just to make
Let's
you
go
just to
ahead.
make you laugh because it makes me laugh. Somebody took a picture of me and sent it around to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
Not me.
Not me. Not me.
Well, I know, Pickle. You're safe. You weren't even in there. You wouldn't come in.
Do you know who it was?
No, I don't
Yeah.
know who it was. I'm sure. I'm sure you all know who it is.
I mean, I played.
But
No.
I mean, it's not hard to narrow it down. You know, I know who was in my chat.
Were they sending it around as like a joke or sending it around as like malicious or
No,
malicious?
it's a funny thing. I think it's
Okay.
funny. I think it's funny. I don't. The only picture I do not want circulating is that one that shows me with a certain facial expression. I don't want anybody seeing me doing that. You guys, that's fine. Anybody else? No. Anybody else? No. And true crime, I don't know if I'm even going to go. I really don't.
I don't know if chat heard you about the game though.
Did you hear me about the game chat?
Because she said she'd be right back, so I don't. Because she said she'd be right back, so I don't think she heard you.
I'll let her do her thing. Let her pop in when she
I
wants
was
to pop
surprised
in.
you guys were even awake. I didn't think anybody'd be up this early. But then again, I actually went to bed last. I actually went to bed last night.
Well, I
Oh.
I went.
Yeah.
I woke up today. I uh, I went to stretch. I must have went to stretch in my sleep,
Hmm.
and man, I felt my knee. It felt like kind of like a crunch pop. Uh,
Actually, I actually got like pretty good sleep last night. I think I got off at like. I think your live finally ended because of inactivity. Because I think you missed the puzzle piece or something. And it was funny because me and Ace had just said like, oh, I wonder when it's going to cut the live off for him. And then as soon as me and Ace went to say something, it said live ended. And so
I'm on
then
my way
we
out to the car. I'll be back.
all
okay.
right.
Okay?
Oh my lord, country. But no, I think I was actually in bed by like 3 o'clock this morning because your live ended about 2:30 my time. And so then I was like, okay, well, I was like, shit, I might as well just go to bed because nobody else was. By the time your live ended, so then we were all like, okay, well, I'll go to chat's live. Chat's live ended, and so then I was like, well, shit, nobody's on. I'll just go to sleep. And then I actually slept and I turned off my morning alarm so that I didn't get woke up because I let Autumn skip school today.
You're such a sweet
I
mom.
know. And so I stayed in bed. I mean, I'm still in bed now, but I've been up since probably, I don't know, 9 o'clock, about 2 hours. But I actually slept about 2 hours. But I actually slept all night, so that's different. I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, hey, you know what? I want to say something. I was gonna say something last night, but I kind of fell kind of fell under the weather. We'll call it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm an asshole when I say this, right?
Right.
But it's just it's an aspect that I'm kind of looking out for you. and I'm kind of looking out for you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you're proud of everything you've accomplished and everything you've went through and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember you telling us about a procedure you went through and all that other stuff?
Yeah.
When you tell us about the procedure, that's fine, but the other stuff, kind of leave that out because you know how people are that they
Like
find
what stuff,
something
babe?
about your bags, about the bags. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
All right, I'll give.
Oh, on my wedding day, yeah, I had
Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying,
you
I
can't see
know.
them in that picture though at all because they're under my clothes. I just had like it's just a simple it's called a Foley bag. Many people wear them. It's like an ostomy bag. People
Well,
wear ostomy bags like all the time.
I know, but I'm just saying, I don't want. No, but I'm just saying, I don't want somebody getting wind of it and trying to run and talk shit about you. You know what I mean?
Well, right, but that's what I'm saying is it was a procedure that happened over 10 years ago and I only had the bag for 10 days.
Well, I'm just don't get angry with me.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to understand why you're concerned.
No,
Like,
I just don't want nobody because you know how everybody don't want nobody because you know how everybody's picking on everybody about disabilities and all this other shit. I'm looking out for you. I just don't.
right, but I don't understand the concern because like I said, it was a simple procedure. Like when you have a back surgery and you have like you have to have a drainage bag, right?
Right, right. No,
Right.
I
So it's
understand.
just a simple procedure. It's no different than getting stitches. Like your stitches heal, right? So I had stitches. They dissolved. They were gone in 14 days, and it's over. Like it's like
But I know I know where you're coming from and everything, and I know I'm probably not explaining it correctly, but because I'm not good with words, but
right.
Words are hard.
I know people like to find even though it's a
Talking about mine versus everybody talking about like their weight loss surgery or anything like that. So like that's why I'm saying is like I don't understand your level of concern
no, I
for
said
me.
I said something to Miss Love about that too because I'm just looking out for you guys. I just don't want people saying, "Well, she had this," and
Your lives. I mean, they're pretty cool. They're laid back. They're chill. And I just, there wasn't that many people in there. I think it was like me, you, Ace, and you know what I mean? So, like, I kind of watch the numbers when I'm sharing certain things. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
unless you post a recording of it, not many people probably heard or saw it. So, I
Oh,
mean, but I thank you for, and I appreciate you for your concern. I don't see the level of, I don't know why somebody would be like, oh,
how can I say it? The whole bag thing. You know what I
I
mean?
don't,
Because
but I don't understand the bag thing, babe.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
think
saying.
what I'm saying is I don't think they understand it like we understand it. You know
Well,
what I
but
mean?
I don't know why they wouldn't
I mean,
because everybody knows what a Foley catheter is and everybody knows that when you have a surgery and you can't urinate, you pee in a bag.
right.
Everybody knows that.
Well, I know that.
So I don't understand how
I'm like,
anybody could have anything to say about a paraplegic emptying her bladder into a bag.
let's just drop it because I know I'm not explaining it right, but
Okay. I mean, I don't that's what I'm just trying to
I
understand where
just,
you're coming from.
and that's the problem. I'm not. I guess I'm just not.
And I can't help here because I didn't hear the full conversation to even break it down any which way. So,
He was just saying that he wanted to make a joke about, or wanted to make a joke. I just said, I was like, ironically, I still had, stitches in my wedding photo because I was still healing from my bladder surgery. Because it takes a while to heal from that kind of thing.
right,
And I
right.
said, but I was still okay. Like I was still okay. Like I was still mobile. I had stitches for a while, and then, and I said, and I had to have like a Foley bag for my bladder to drain because you weren't allowed to have bladder like urine in your bladder for so
Right,
long.
right.
And he said that I should
Recall.
be careful saying that because he doesn't want anybody to something about my disability and add stuff and stuff like that. So like I appreciate his level of concern. I guess I just don't understand why anybody would get that twisted or bent or confused or out of shape or I mean everybody else has been sharing about, surgeries they've had. My surgery was just as simple. The only difference is it was on my bladder, not my knees, my back, or, a weight loss surgery or anything like that. So, like, I just don't understand how a surgery that happened to me in 2015 would be relevant to anything that I'm saying at all. And he
I
said that he knows that I'm proud about what I've been through. I mean, I don't know at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand where he's coming from and
it,
understand his level of protection for me. You know what I mean?
right. I think if I understand Stan's mentality, kind of like tapping into his mind, sometimes when you're talking about things that you've had done,
Yeah.
the best way I can break it down is like having, if you understand, people going back and forth as if it's a pissing contest.
But not in the conversation that I was having with Lori last night.
Right, but other listeners will say, this, and then they'll hear that you had this, and then it'll later on, oh, well, it sounded like you had more than what this person is, and
Let her go home that she was having this procedure done. And I said, wow, that's crazy because they made me fly home. And I was
right.
like, so that's crazy because if I would have known that I was just simply saying that maybe I needed to advocate for myself better in the future because I'm kind of target here. Like,
Well, no, I
No,
think it's
you're not a target, but Ace is on the right path to what I'm trying to say. And also look in the comments down here, what Melanie said. That's also what I'm trying to say.
and I get
Share your stuff and everything else. I just don't want people. I
he,
talk to everybody that comes in my lives and that and talks about their things. I want to protect you guys. That's all. That's all.
yeah, yeah. To break that down a little bit more for that aspect, like Stan said, I was on basically on the right path, is because of people gaining the knowledge of things that you have to the
Never mind.
listeners.
I'll shut up about it because that's not the problem I have.
that.
This is getting blown way out of
No, it's
proportion.
not.
So
No, it's not.
everybody have a nice day. I'm sorry I brought it up. I'm sorry I
Do
tried to
you see
protect
why
my
you're
friend and look
you're
out.
making the problem right now because I'm simply trying to understand what is happening. Understand what is happening.
But yeah,
I've been
so
on literally Ace for 5 minutes and I walk into, just so you know, last night on your on live, you shared this and you shouldn't.
well,
That's what I just fucking woke up to.
he's trying to, like he said,
But
you
without even
because
a hi, hello, how are you this morning? Nothing. Just I've been on for
well,
5 minutes.
we know Stan's a little rough and gruff sometimes, and
It
rough
doesn't
around the
make it
edges like
okay. It
that.
doesn't make it
No, it
okay. And then
doesn't.
he leaves
It
the
doesn't.
conversation. He started the fucking conversation.
Right.
So I'm
But
allowed to ask follow up questions. This is what I'm
right.
talking about. I swear to God, I'm ready to delete my fucking account, you guys. Like, this
No,
is
no, no, no,
insane.
no, no,
No,
no.
I'm done with this. This is bullshit.
Just
What's going
take a
on?
breath. Take
No,
a
I'm
second. Take
I'm
a breath.
legit tired of this shit. This is dumb.
He was just in his mindset trying to be protective,
But
and
yet
that's
he's the one who
probably couldn't help it.
it doesn't fucking matter.
I know.
I've been in here all of 5 seconds. Five
Yeah.
fucking seconds. And this is what I wake up to at 10 o'clock in the fucking morning? Like, bullshit. I'm so over this. Like, from now on, I'll go live on my fucking page and I won't dare step foot on another fucking panel. Mark my goddamn words. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm done. I'm over it.
Mm, mm.
I left the live up for everybody to hang out while I move stuff. What happened?
So Stan was trying to be protective and whatnot, and it got taken in a wrong way, and misunderstood. And Stan didn't really wasn't able to articulate it in a really good manner, and he didn't start the conversation out in a best way possible, as what I've gathered, because obviously I was on the phone and wasn't here to listen of how he started the conversation. So it kind of blew Kristen out of the water as far as how the conversation instantly started into Stan trying to be protective.
If they're gonna fight and have drama, number one, It doesn't need to be for the world to see. Need to be for the world to see.
Well, right. Well,
Number two, Kristen had just gotten here.
right.
I got on live this morning. Things were brought up, and I said that anything from last night needed to be handled later. Um, and this isn't anybody else's panels but mine. So fighting back and forth on and like that on a panel, guess who's the one that's going to take the punishment if it would have gotten
Right.
flagged?
Right. Well, and they both were trying and not the best of manners to communicate and ask questions to get a better understanding, and it didn't quite
Oh, I
work
believe he
out.
had good intentions. I 100% believe, and I believe that her reasoning is because she feels like she can't. My Energizer, or to for everybody to hang out. So
Right.
I
So,
see both sides of it, Ace. I see complete both sides
right.
of it.
Right. And that's
Neither
what we're
one of
trying
them
to
are
conversate.
necessarily wrong. It's just it could have been a whole lot worse. Could have been a whole lot worse for me
Yeah. Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. It was just, it started
It's an argument that
wrong.
didn't need to happen.
It started wrong, and it wasn't articulated in the best of ways. And that's a learning curve. It's,
But I also see where Kristen's coming from because she feels like, why can't she speak? Why can't she? If this, my ex-husband.
right.
If everybody else can tell their stories, like I've talked about my neck surgeries. I've talked about, so what's it any different for me to have my surgery?
Well, there
Hold
is.
on.
Yeah.
Is it? Because I'm not sure.
This is all stuff you back up over here.
Okay. What?
That can go.
This? Okay. All right. Everything else. All right. Everything else until we get back.
Yeah.
And where's my thing? My heat brush or my Cricut, my machine.
She has it.
Okay.
Cricket.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul.
Yeah. Welcome, everyone that's just stopping in. Oh, yeah. The pickle chat, whatever, is a little distracted at the second. Had to step away.
What was that? Here comes Jen. She's feeling a little bit better today, Paul. Um, Whole new kid. She's eating and drinking and acting like her dad because me and her mom are perfect angels. We don't do anything wrong. And we're perfect angels. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I'll try to dig that out while you.
All right. Ah, I'm always good. Okay. Shit, if I'm good. Who does she think she's talking to?
Yeah, right.
She must have fallen and bumped her head. I'm always good. Energizer. Did you chocolate milk? Did you chocolate milk? Did you
A
chocolate
little
milk
bit.
without me?
No, not yet. My knee's hurting, so I'm trying to get things done. The carpet shampooed, cookies made.
It's snowing here. It was supposed to be like 50 degrees today, and it's freaking snowing.
You guys want to see what it literally here? It looks like it's
Cut
spring.
out
Hold
there.
on.
Rub it in, bud. I left mine at there. I don't know how much.
Well, that's important. I'm hoping that there's some information
Yeah.
on one of these two right here. Welfare. And that's probably the bill. Open it.
So, do we know as of this morning if Mr. Failer's still in?
I have not heard any different. And then for the winner Wagner case, I was told, I didn't see it, but I was told that Dusty was on step case files.
This morning.
Yes.
And he said something this morning that kind of struck me odd. One that seen that, I don't know, he just said this, Dusty said this morning that what if Winter would have got pregnant and not told me? And that struck me fucking odd.
What? I mean, a lot of things nobody said on, right? This whole thing is odd. Like, again, people don't just go missing for the best outcome. Let's hope that, but you don't just vanish into thin air. Hi, Sassy.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I mean, somebody knows something and they're hiding it and lying, and I don't know. I got some information given to me that I don't know. I don't know how I feel now, because I was feeling one way, and it actually kind of sways my decision. If it's look at things, and then I think even start trying to find out who all is in the area.
We lost her.
Can't believe what?
You just said that to me. Can't hear who?
You
Me?
for a minute there. Yeah, for a minute.
I I said I want to get a aerial view of who's in the area. Yeah. And look into who's actually like lives there or who has been there. So and Dora. All right. I know that Dora has the same information that I have, so I can talk to her about it. Oh, it's horribly windy here.
Yeah, it's windy all over. We've had our share of gusts and stuff like that. Snow going sideways. Snow going sideways.
Other than that, there's nothing moving yet on the PA cases.
You want to talk to that lady again? I'll message you more in the group chat. I want to kind of get more information on the exact sheriff's office where it would have been reported if he did go missing, so I can actually get a hold of them directly. If he did go missing, so I can actually get a hold of them directly. Because the
Right.
one I called said that they didn't have anything for his record.
Like I said, you don't just vanish into thin air. Somebody knows something or is helping her and that house, and she's safe where she's at now, and whoever has her thinks they're going to be in trouble. Like, it's going to be worse if we don't notify where she's at. I would think, like, hiding her and keeping her away when it's gonna be worse, I would think.
Right. It'd be like not letting people know that,
Right,
that
and there's
they're
still
in
other
a
kids in
safe
that house.
system. Right. If they're in a safe system, someone can actually report they're in a safe system. We know where she's at, type thing, and not have to have concerns. But to up and disappear, usually the only way a person does that is if they themselves don't want to be found, or the obvious worst case scenario. You know.
Right, and that's just it. We still have that worst case scenario out there that we don't obviously want um, to ever be true, but we have to rule out all possibilities.
Right. Right.
Um, the the best would be that she's somewhere, she's safe, and whoever she's with is just afraid of being in trouble. And but like I said, at the end of the day, there are still kids in there. If there's a safety situation in that home, you want to help those other kids. If it's a situation where she was getting close to going back to her biological family or a biological family member, and she was worried about that because of a safety issue, then she needs to be able to speak.
Right.
Um, that's just, I mean, that's my opinion on it. I don't know if I'm putting words together right. And you
No,
guys have dropped.
it sounds like you're right on point.
The system fails our children all the time. You're right. It does. Um, and I cannot. Hold on. I cannot agree with that more. And they have placed kids where kids shouldn't be placed. They have kidnapped kids right out of. We also know there's horrific stories about leaving kids with their biological families when they shouldn't have them. So, what's the right thing to do? Do away with the system, and then we have more horrific crimes, or keep the system in place and try to eliminate these horrible crimes. I mean, and try to um, maybe make stricter guidelines. I don't know who this is. Um, oh shoot! Your son's is what? Dark Angel?
Yeah.
I hit the X instead of accept. I'm sorry, bud.
You're okay.
That's up.
Yeah, he had to re-request.
Absolutely. Our the way the system is, it needs better education. It needs better steps and better guidelines. And I mean,
Guidelines to joining.
too much reach is bad, but not enough reach is also bad. So trying to
Right.
find that balance is something that more people, or I don't know how to say, more education needs to be put out there about it, and this way, the community could actually say, "Hey, this is good, this is bad, this works, this doesn't." Restructure it, I guess.
Right, restructure would be a very good thing, but there's never going to be perfect.
Right.
So I'm as much as we all want perfect structure and harshen the guidelines to becoming foster parents and hold the states accountable that are just placing children anywhere and everywhere.
Right. And that's part of the hard part too, is because the moment you want to hold others accountable for a mishap, that's, I mean, we've seen that it placed in many other aspects of things, and there comes down to, well, this person's kind of on the elite side and they made a mistake. If we hold them accountable, then this is gonna fall and this ain't gonna work no more. And yeah,
Right.
and that's the bad politics and part of it.
Exactly. And I'm not one that gets into politics here. Like, I don't do that.
Oh
But
no, I mean
the
that's an
states
internal type politic
individually,
type thing.
right, right, right. But the states individually all need to be held responsible for the systems they have in place. And when they don't have the proper systems, there needs to be consequences there too.
But
Because right now the states are individually able to allow and go and pick and choose on how they have each system set up. County to county is different. I don't know how many people realize that, but you can be in one county and have a certain guideline that you have to follow, but go 2 counties over and it be completely opposite.
right,
Now, if if like, okay, let's take into like the medical card. The medical card is statewide, is it not?
most places it is, yeah.
If the state has it, the state has it. It's not like it's county
Right.
decision.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so in this instant, um, we are very strict on that, but we're not strict enough on our foster parents and on our parents to keep our kids safe.
Right. And then how much is right, and then how much of keeping them safe is too much preventative, and how much is not keeping them safe, not enough preventative. So it really does need to be broken down, restructured. Times the true definition of crime. If we were to fall back into the original true definition of crime, to be cause harm to property or loss of property, that are is just out there as a preventative measure, and no one's actually causing any problems. So to hold the state, to hold county, to hold city, to hold whatever 100% accountable for any actions and things put in place, we all would have to step up as a community and say, hey, we want the true definition brought back,
Hello.
and only hold that as the way to be accountable, regardless of who it is or how high up on the food chain you are or how low you are. It doesn't matter. And that's a community thing. That's a we the people thing.
Right. Delilah, do you know you're in a box, hon? Something you want to say? She muted, so I didn't mean to have her mute. I just didn't know if she had something she wanted to say. Does anybody in the chat have something that they want to add? Hi, dear. Did you have something you wanted to add or say? Or
No, I accidentally
okay,
pressed
I'll
on
talk
it.
to you. I'll
All
drop
right,
you.
thank you.
You're welcome. Like, what are their viewpoints? I mean, because you and I, we have these conversations all the time, and
Right. And it's all about perspectives. And without getting more perspective out there and having a conversation that doesn't get heated and being able to articulate it.
hey, Jen.
Hello.
Hello. Do you think the states need to be held more accountable?
What is it?
Do you think the states need to be held more accountable?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That's what I said. I said they absolutely need to be, um, because right now we don't hold them accountable, and they take our kids out of horrific situations. But there's a lot of times that you just end up in or another horrible situation. It may
Or
not be
Right.
as horrific, but it's just another.
and also the other part is they take them out of a good situation
Right,
and put them
and
in
put them in
a
a horrible situation.
horrible one. I mean, I'm actually a child from something that happened like that, and they tried labeling my mother in the wrong way, and she did nothing wrong. She could have sued the city for kidnapping us kids, and I have my own past experience of that. Happened to go live with a relative and be taken out of my norm.
Your norm and re
So yeah, I mean, it impacts children
it does.
definitely.
Hi, Mary.
Good
What's going
morning. How
on?
are you guys?
All right. How are you?
I'm I'm okay. I had dialysis last night and it was pretty rough, so I didn't get on. I went to sleep
Gotcha. Are you feeling any better this morning?
a little bit.
Good. I hope you start feeling even better.
Thank you.
Does George have any input that he wants to add?
Thank you. So what you guys been doing?
The Winter Wagner case.
Thank you, thank you.
When you can see me, I'm working, so.
I see that. You're always working, Junior.
And we have been.
And Jack's been moving today, too.
Or what? Huh?
Don't like that. Don't ever get audited. A lot of stuff gets missed and documented for records from comments and candy.
I gotta help Jason real quick. You guys can talk. Ace.
Yep, yep.
Dark.
Yeah, and that's as far as like things getting audited and so on and so forth, and misdocumentation. I mean, again, that's what we're speaking on as far as what the community's view is on state or otherwise of being held accountable.
They're dropping off like flies around here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have really shitty weather. We had, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people late cancel because of the weather and shit.
Right. Well, my stepdad's kind of fortunate. A lot of people are because they're able to get him through what he's going through on his checkup. He's got a couple more scans to go and whatnot before he can get out of there, but it's moving pretty quickly because a lot of the cancellations.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for the gifts, whoever sent them. Let me see. Thank you guys. Let me answer this phone again.
Yeah. Anybody else in the comments would like to make a comment about holding the state accountable? How you doing, Dark?
I'm doing. Just got done eating.
Yeah.
It's kind of why I was muted, because I was eating.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just remember if you're just doing other things and background noises, and it might key up, just try to remember to mute yourself. I mean, we can do it, the mods and that kind, but like you last night, you put on your headphones and we heard some of the radio, and we were trying to get your attention, and you weren't replying back. So I'm like, okay, well, it looks like he's distracted doing something else. I mean, yeah, we appreciate letting us know that you're there, but if you're not going to take part in the conversation, right, what's going on, then we'd like to try to keep a box open for someone that wants to step up or make comments, have a conversation. So I was just letting you know why that happened last night. Understandably, because I didn't know if you put your headphones on to try to make it so others weren't around you, or you weren't disturbing others around you, or if you were listening to music. That's why I sent you a text.
I was busy going through cards.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, just so you know, next time, just drop down in the comments. You can still listen in, but you can just have us drop you down. That way we can get that box opened up for somebody if needed.
Right.
Gives us the ability to have people want to step up in that because they see it's available. So you might have a perspective on this, Dark, as far as how the state does things. Would you think that they might need to restructure the way they do things because of one thing or another? Like, I mean, your own personal experiences. I mean, your backstory. You might have experienced where it wasn't quite done right, that you think that they could have done better, or somebody you might know.
Yeah, I definitely agree that they should be held accountable.
Do you think they should be restructured?
Yeah, they definitely should.
Hi, Michaela.
Hello, Michaela.
Hello.
So anyway, Um, my neck hurts. What's the goal for today?
What?
My
What's
goal
the
for
goal
the
for
day
today?
is to get out of work and not have a complete meltdown.
Why? That's
Oh,
because
what?
I can't get this card activated.
Hold on.
Right. I think that's all our days. The goal is just to get through it and
No, listen, my son went this morning because he's having
I'll be
surgery
right
on
back.
his foot on Monday.
yeah.
So he had to go this morning for his pre-surgery shit, and they sent him straight to the hospital because his EKG was bad and he may have had a heart
Ooh.
attack, and he's 27.
Yeah, that's not good.
We're just hoping that the machine that the doctor did it on is ancient and it just was messed up.
Or a couple wires were crossed or a patch wasn't placed properly or something.
God only knows with them fucking idiots.
Yeah. I know. I mean, the last time I had the wife to the ER, they gave her one, and we don't even know why. And they asked us this at first if they need or they wanted us to have do one on her, and we said no. She's not really in here for a reason that would call for that. But they came in and did one anyways, and now we're being charged for it. It's like, what the hell? We didn't ask for it.
I took my mom in one time. She thought she had the flu, and they did an EKG and did blood work, and she had had like a really bad heart attack. And it just showed symptoms of the flu. So I'm glad that they did that. Thank you,
Right.
True Crime.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's just one of the things that could go both ways. Whether it wasn't needed and you're getting charged for it, to where they did it anyways and it actually found something, and that was a good thing.
Almost back.
From the land of lakes and grapes. C93, playing the 90s to now.
Does Dan go out to run errands?
No, we had a bad interaction between acts of kindness that was interpreted improperly and articulated probably in the
So he
wrong
got
way.
waxed.
No, he didn't mean to cause a trigger thing to happen, but it did because of the start, the middle, and the end.
Oh, so he's going somewhere to cool off.
Yeah, yeah,
Got
and
it.
hopefully they both take a minute and think and try to understand, try to put the shoe on the other foot, and come are able to come back in here instead of trying to do their own thing because of it.
Gotcha. When did I miss? Did I miss that when I told you I had to be? I'll be back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I leave you guys alone for 10 minutes, and all
right.
hell breaks loose.
And I had to take a phone call, so I missed the whole start of it.
I
And
wasn't
I'm
here
like,
either.
I was trying to do a quick interpretation of my understanding of the individuals,
Did you
and
record? Did you
because
record it? Is it saved?
It's
I
saved.
don't, oh,
Okay.
she does, yeah.
I mean,
I was
I'm gonna
loading
be a
the.
nosy bitch. I want to see it.
Okay, well, I was loading the vehicle to take a load to the new house, and I left the live up.
Yeah, it's ultimately going to be a learning experience for everybody, I guess. The best way I can put it, if they're wanting to. So, I mean, it's not something now, it's between them, and it should be done privately, not in a live,
Right. No. I know.
or have a mediator in between so they can
There
try
you
to
go, Ace. You
articulate.
could start charging to be a TikTok mediator.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, you really got to be able to understand the mindset of different individuals and whatnot. TikTok, TikTok, it's all full of lots of interesting.
Hmm. Okay, so am I? Are we good? Like, am I able to leave it up this time?
I'm
Again?
here.
It should be all right.
Okay.
I mean,
You never know. I could come unglued again. Probably not, though, because I'm at work. So do have to keep that level of
right,
professionalism
right.
going. TBD.
Yeah,
To be determined.
yeah.
I so wish y'all could hear some of the shit that I have to deal with. But, I mean, clearly you can't.
I mean, yeah, true crime, trap queen. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he will. If not, I mean, we'll have probably our own conversation between him and I, and or if he decides to put it up on live to have a conversation like that, and steps
Stan's
through
really
things.
level headed. I think he's probably taking the time to just relax a little bit. He's just a
And
really passionate dude.
and he said that he had a hard time getting his what he was trying to get out across, and it's learning again. It's gonna be a learning thing because of the first entering a room, saying hellos, and stepping into a conversation versus someone just coming into a room and saying, "Hey, I want you to know I'm just trying to," like, no, it's hard to start like that because you got to try to learn how to determine where that person's coming from that just come in the room, what type of mindset they're already at. They could be already in a emotional state before even coming in here, so that's a thing. And then even then, that's that. I mean, you hear us say, "Hello, how's it going? How you doing?" type thing, so we can get a good reference of a state of mind when we try to bring up conversations. Oh, yay.
It
That's
just needs to be
I got
over.
too many people I'm trying to help out, and I can't help this guy out. There's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. I don't have any available funds to even try. Oh, yay. I got a message from one of my guys that like calls me uncle in a way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just had a kid with his wife not that too long ago. I don't want to give out too much information, but he just found out that she's filing for divorce.
That's too bad. So where are these DCS comments? I have. Are you talking about the comments I made, or are you talking about? I'm gonna have you come up. Oh,
I mean, if you're able to, yeah.
why don't you request up, bro? Oh, there you are.
Well, welcome, welcome.
Hi
Hello.
guys, how are you?
Are you talking about the comments I made? Like
No,
my
I'm
thoughts?
talking about the comments above, like where they were talking about holding the state accountable and such before we got into the stand stuff.
Oh, I'm the one that brought that up. I said that we
Okay,
need to hold the states. We need to hold the states more accountable.
And
Um,
I agree. Like I'm here in Michigan, and like I spent 5.5 years like working in foster care with the state, and I don't understand like why are they not holding these foster parents accountable? Like they could even just say like, oh, we just need to do a licensing check and just come by and walk the property because they have the right to. Like I just do not understand.
right.
Kentucky is such a bad.
But no, I'm the one that said that we needed to do it. That at the end of the day, we're taking children out of horrible, horrible and horrific situations, and a lot of times we're putting them right back into another horrible situation. Is the mail here? That package come?
Or we're taking some out of decent in situations where there really wasn't a reason to remove, and then putting them in bad situations. I mean, so yeah, we've got that in Michigan. I have had it done with my family.
And
My
why aren't we
kids.
listening to, the concerns of these foster children too? Like if they're not comfortable in this home, that's needs to be heard.
That screams that there's a problem.
Right, and a lot of them, the reason why they don't come out, and one of the guys that I've worked with and talked with is because they were scared to when they were younger, and it's not until they get to their adulthood that they are able to finally come out and whatever, because they're away from there. So that's kind of a hard thing too.
Sorry, I'm here. Did you all see that it's on the news right now? I know I didn't. I am.
Magic unicorn in the comments, yeah. Uh,
They just found 43 children in Florida that was Rex trafficking. That is horrible.
yeah, I mean, we'd have to look into it to confirm
Okay.
information, but
And if you give me a few seconds, I am literally setting up the internet at the house right now. So it'll give.
I don't have a way to do it to be as efficient as I would like and be right on top of things.
What?
I don't have the availability to look that up and everything to where my situation is. So
I just need a few seconds and I'm.
right, right, yeah, because we like to get multiple sources of confirmation before we really start bringing information to light, so we know that what we're speaking is accurate
It's on the
much
news right
as
now.
possible. Right.
If it's on the news right now, I'm going to try. Can you request up? They can.
Yeah, grab a box if you can, if you're willing. Hello, hello.
Hello. I think it's on North Carolina news or something like that. I forget what. Just go Google it. It should come up. Just
All
Google 43 children found in Florida.
right.
Okay.
And this
Yeah,
is
it's
not
on.
a redirect. This is not nothing. This is just trying to get information on this topic.
Yeah, yeah, it's on there though. It's on there. It was a 1 year old, a 13-year, all kinds of kids. 43 of them. They said they were in the awfulest conditions. It's sad. Man, it's sad.
Which kind of links to the conversation of making sure the states are doing due diligence and the
Hmm.
ones that they give licensing and allow to be held accountable for
Yeah.
actions.
Yeah, because 4 of the adults that were arrested in it were parents. So that's crazy.
Right.
There was 9 people arrested, I think it said.
Wow.
Yeah. They said they found 122 children in the last month in Florida.
I mean, a lot more of that's been coming to light because we've all obviously know about Epstein. So
Yeah.
a lot more of that is definitely being shined a light on, and more people are opening their eyes to
Yeah,
deal with it more
sad.
looking. I mean, it's been out there. It's always been out there. It's just
Yeah. Oh
it's
yeah.
amazing when you start shining a light on a particular issue, and with nowadays technologies and social mainstream medias and
Yeah.
whatnot, and people start hearing about this where they normally wouldn't because of the way the boob tube, as I call it, would want to try to direct people down a certain path,
Yeah.
hidden in plain sight, as people like to say.
Mhm. I'm on my phone right now, or I could look it up, but I'm on TikTok on my phone.
I'm looking it up
Right.
right now. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sweet.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah, I was just reading it. It says that they range from 13 years old to 1 month old.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
And
from other counties and states, so it could be
Yep.
some of the children that we've been looking for on here. You never know. It's crazy.
I mean, does it really give a statistic of where is it from? Actual parents? Is it from foster families? Is it from
Uh, it
boards
didn't
of
really say. It
state?
said where a few of the children were from, but it didn't say a lot, really, yet.
Right.
I'm probably waiting to get a hold of the families, before they can say anything.
Right. Right.
I did hear them mention foster care because they said that a bunch of them would be took back to foster care. So, I don't know.
Right.
Do you know where it was at, True Crime? Where'd you see it at?
It said 14 counties in North Florida. I'm reading it on.
Oh, okay. Wow. That little girl, I don't know what her name was. She was missing from Florida on December 10th. I bet she might be one of them. I don't know. It's just good that they found any children. Huh, you know.
Here you go. Here you go.
This morning in Tallahassee, U.S. Marshals announced the rescue of 43 missing children from all over North Florida. Operation Northern Lights was a 2-week multi-agency operation that led to 9 arrests. A 17-year-old who disappeared out of Suwannee County was recovered in Mississippi, while a 24-year-old was arrested for interference with child custody. A 13-year-old also from Suwannee County was located in Jacksonville after missing for 8 months. And the abductor of a 15-year-old from Okaloosa County was apprehended in Ocala and charged for child custody interference as well. Officials say they expect future charges of human trafficking and child endangerment to be filed.
Wow.
That's that one. Um, Here's the longer one of that.
Yeah.
This one actually has more details.
More information and details.
Yeah. Can you guys hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, I can. Nothing.
With the help of multiple law enforcement agencies, some missing children were found in north central Florida and tonight are in safe homes. U.S. Marshals led Operation took place across 14 counties in North Florida. TV2's Kayla Lewis now joins us live near I-75. Kayla, how many different agencies actually lent a helping hand to this? Over the course of 2 weeks, 25 different agencies, including law enforcement and social services, helped the U.S. Marshal Service with Operation Northern Lights. Now, by using I-75 as a pipeline, 4 missing children were found in our area, traveling south from northern counties. Especially right before the holidays, it just makes it that much better to reunite some of these children with their families or their legal guardians. 43 children were located, and Deputy U.S. Marshal Mark Norman says operations like this one shed a light on things that aren't always right in front of your face, but are constantly happening. The children rescued in this operation were labeled as critically missing, meaning they are at risk of violent crimes or have other elevated risk factors such as substance abuse or sexual exploitation. 2 teenagers from Suwannee County were located. One
That means
17-year-old
that.
was found in Mississippi with deputies arresting a 24-year-old for interference with child custody, and a 13-year-old who had been missing for 8 months was found in Jacksonville. Moving south, in Alachua County, Florida Highway Patrol troopers stopped a car locating a child. And in Ocala, a 15-year-old from Okaloosa County was found with help from Marion County Sheriff's deputies. The abductor in that case was arrested. If you're in a situation where you feel unsafe and you feel like this is something that kind of touches home a little bit more, there's so many resources out there in the community that are available to people to get them the help that they need. 9 total arrests have been made so far, and U.S. Marshal Service officials tell me a majority of these cases are still ongoing. They say they'll continue to investigate for any signs of human trafficking, child endangerment, or custodial interference. Live in Alachua County, Kayla Lewis, TV 20.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
So I appreciate that officer saying if you're in an unsafe situation, please call us, but doesn't seem like they're listening.
Right. And again, like we kind of just already stated, things happening right in front of our eyes in plain sight, hidden in plain sight type thing.
Right.
I mean, it makes you really wonder how many type of well, yeah, if they had more focus on that in every area, uh just crime to the true definition in general, more focus on that instead of other things that don't definitely are just mainly causing problems in communities, we'd probably have a whole lot less of this happening. Why waste money just going after some of the little policy type things instead of focusing more on the true definition of crime issues? And a lot of people just really have to be brought to the information, and again, the education about it, and being aware of what really is going on, what our forefathers really wanted the country to be like, and how they stated it, and what should be always actioned on, and what really shouldn't be actioned on. I mean, it's really starting to make people realize a lot of the stuff that could be handled.
Yeah, was it somebody named Alabama you were talking with about, I think it was legalizing marijuana yesterday.
Oh, Trump,
But
yeah.
it kind of, like this topic kind of goes hand in hand with that. Like the education of it is so important because if we're not, like educating on the history of things, then it's just going to keep repeating itself in bad ways. And I think that just goes all the way across the board with everything. Like if we're
Right.
not listening to these things, if we're not focusing our efforts in the wrong places, then we're going to get to a place where know, these things are just normal.
Well, right, and how we are such a unique country in our own rights, and being able to utilize the information that comes from other countries of things that they've done that worked and did not work. So, I mean, and again, it really does break it down to, like I said, our forefathers, what they interpreted the way that they wanted this country to be like. And some countries went with, kind of like our Constitution, some countries went 100% that way, of saying this is the true definition of crime, and anything outside of this scope is nil and void. And then you have other countries that went the opposite direction and said preventative, 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 preventative. And now people can't speak their mind. They can't be secure in their own self, or responsible for their own self to be secure. I mean, we can use all these references for our own country and that, and do the research and then see how we can apply it. And it's going to take we the people, us as a whole, of educating other individuals and getting the information out there, and putting somebody that we believe can fulfill what we really want as a whole. And right now we keep battling, two wings of the same thing. It requires both to fly, and if the main brain of it isn't wanting to listen to the people and rather have their own path walked and force us to walk it, then we're never going to be educated enough. We're never going to have these true definition of crime handled the way they should be. And it starts from the top. I mean, it takes the brain, and it takes the neck, and it takes the body, and it takes the left wing, the right wing, arm, leg, whatever, all the way down to the nitty gritty of the end result. And hopefully mainstream social media like this platform helps get that out there with such things like this case. Wow, so many kids found for that type of instance. I mean, come on. Okay, why did it get to that point? Break it down to the simplest form. How did it get to that? What were we lacking until it hit to this? What did we lack beforehand, and how can we correct it? And that's more around my type of topic things that I like to dig into, is breaking things down to simplest form, finding out why it even started or how it even started, because we should have things in place as a preventative, but applied properly. So, I mean, again, states being held accountable, counties being held accountable, cities being held accountable, townships being held accountable. It's from
Being held accountable.
what's that?
They said the foster parents that sign up for this being held accountable.
Right, and exactly. It's anybody on the chain.
Yep.
I mean, your licensing team that said that the foster family was appropriate being held accountable. The judge that took the children from, the one situation to the next being held accountable. And it just
Yep.
seems that they always can justify themselves to a way that, it wasn't the state's fault.
Well, of course, because again, we know that anybody that's part of anybody, any part of the circle that is involved, they try to protect. So we need to get beyond that protection part and say, no, you've been proven 100% at fault for not doing what is right, whether it's right by a mindset or right by your heart, and which we all should be led by is our heart, with a logical mental connection to that. And we've lost our way so far away from that. I mean, a lot of original teachings of many things start with what is right, what is wrong. How do you actually tie that to the heart and the emotion, in which really does turn to be a good thing overall, not a bad.
Yeah, and I mean, like I can say from a foster care standpoint, like from experience, like you're going to run into those walls where it's like, policy and procedure stands in the way of what is right and what your heart is saying is right. But I think that the problem lies in, the people that get to that point where, the wall's in the way, that they're just like, okay, policy says, so this is what we're going to do. But like at the end of the day, that's not right. And you just need to say something and maybe that can be changed.
And that's the whole point of how I mentioned breaking things down to the simplest form. So where did it go wrong at? And break it down. Is there another place that we can break it down even further? Another spot we can break it down further until we get to there's no other place we can break it down to. Here's where we need to restructure and start. Let's start from point one again. I mean, we have to leave things in place as they are, but reevaluate and restructure in the better ways, because we already found out that, hey, what we've been doing isn't working because crime's been happening.
Yeah, and I think quickly, figuring out how to do these things and address these issues quickly would be important too, because, oh yep, it's on a list and we'll get to it. We'll have a meeting, we'll send an email, whatever. Like, no, these are real life things that need heard immediately.
Right, exactly. And as a collective, united we thrive, divided we fall. All it takes is a good group to get together, make a name for it, whatever, and make sure that there isn't the major problem. And we all know this is a major problem, no matter which way you look. Too much greed. Greed is a huge problem when it comes to trying to do anything. So it's trying to remain true to the facts and not implement the greedy aspect of it. A little bit of greed is good, but once you go beyond what is absolutely needed, is where, again, is another problem. And then things start breaking apart and dividing. I mean, some people get into these things, like you've heard Tennessee and I talking. She's mainly been talking about getting a foundation put together for a sole purpose of certain things. Now, every foundation, if anybody wants to go do their deep dives, follow the money. What's right, what's wrong, and you'll be surprised what you find out. So, I mean, and having those type of things in place too, where people can collectively come together and unite and not overstep that greed aspect of what is required beyond the need, not the want. And as soon as it says want, you've hit a bad spot. And I really do hope that we do slowly start coming to a reach of people out there, that we do get a huge community going through mainstream platforms of open public conversations, and we interest those that can actually get involved and do digging and do research and can have the capability to take part in trying to correct things. Takes education. Trying to keep the conversation rolling. I'm trying to. It doesn't work too much by myself.
Sorry, I'm at work. I'm listening,
I
though.
understand. We
Yes, I'm
know.
still here. I'm trying to. I definitely agree with you, though.
Of course, right now, as I'm got the car almost unloaded.
All
Hit
right.
the first load.
Okay, so I have a question while we're kind of died down right now.
All right.
What, I guess, like, case was it that got everybody, I guess, interested in true crime?
Well, I'll start with obviously the local and knowing the people and knowing people related to or linked to or whatnot because it was so close, it's very, very close to home that it sparked the interest. I mean, there's some cases I don't have too many interest in, but the of course we know the Michigan one here is pretty big, pretty as it's been stated, monstrous in its own right. So I mean, for me, yeah, it was definitely because it was in my backyard and involving individuals that I've had interactions with.
Yeah, that would definitely spark my interest too. I've been kind of like a true crime junkie, I guess, all the way back since 2005 when Natalie Holloway went missing.
So, real quick, I remember really getting into it with Casey Anthony, but before her, I was always watching like Dateline 2020, all the true crime shows. Back to before I got pregnant with my son, so 14, 15 years old. So, I think my first big case that I followed though was Casey Anthony. Now on here, that was the Idaho 4 case that brought me and a lot of people together, and then Becca finished. A lot of the people that I follow and that follow me are from Idaho 4 and Becca Park. John Benet Ramsey is another one that, yes. I don't think anybody doesn't know that name.
Oh yeah, the Idaho 4 is another one that's just wild too.
Absolutely. Like, I don't know, I'm still all over that one, but I just haven't done a live about it lately because everything was going on with Rebecca, and it had gotten to a point where the documents had kind of slowed down and everybody was recording on the same thing. You know, we were all talking about the same thing, and I was doing my lives, and I came into this late. There were so many more creators that were doing so much more than me. So I come in late, and I do my lives overnight typically, from like 11 to 5, 6 in the morning. And there was other people that did that too. So I backed off and started doing like other cases, you know, and then I really did like Pennsylvania because that's where I'm from. And then Rebecca's case came out.
And for me, also too, the interesting aspects of the mindset of individuals capable of doing different things in different ways and how they came to be. And again, I'm a big believer in using the saying simplest form, trying to really find out some information on the backstories on how this reached this point in a lot of different cases. That is always intriguing, and seeing how our society is really either becoming more civilized or decivilized. And then again, simplest form, breaking it down, where is it really failing at? Is it failing in the home? Why is it failing in the home? What isn't there? What was there? And trying to do a breakdown of commonalities and then the uncommon. And yeah, surprisingly enough, from things that I've researched and done, we've lost our way as far as a moral set belief, no matter what denomination or sect or whatever that is being taught. A core fundamental aspect is being lost, and definitely needs to get back out there and be retaught in a different way to where it isn't keeping people from being pushed away from it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that might give you another viewpoint to look at other cases, and the next time a new one comes up or old ones get brought back up. Definitely interesting information to be had.
I mean, I think that that's kind of my approach to looking at stuff too. Like if we use, Rebecca, for instance, obviously there was always a red flag with, Courtney, but, let's stop and think about what we know here and what would cause something like this to occur, So there were just so many different avenues that it could have been, did she really try to hide this baby? Did she, want to get away from Rich? But, we see the big red flag was what it was.
Right. And then getting the backstory on those two individuals themselves. I mean, we kind of have some.
Right. Who's got the motive? Who, yeah.
Even further back as far as how they were raised. We know how Rebecca was originally, pretty much. We don't know for a fact, but as far as what we can gather, our system was doing right for Rebecca and Kim. But then how did it fail from there? Or was it in the system still that it failed? And breaking that, was there certain types of teachings? Was there certain types of paths that were given that could have led to a different outcome? Were they not taught certain things? And I'm not trying to fault anybody, but it really, again, breaking it down, you come to a core finding of what was missing and why it then come to light the way it did, or you could also say in the darkness that it did. I mean, you got the fiance or the baby daddy or whatever, his backstory of them, and going all the way back to, you can go so far back. And you can't sit there and say, like other countries did, oh, well, then if you do that, then we got to do preventative. No, it's not a control thing. It's finding out what was lacking, what teachings were lacking, what ways to get individuals to utilize their mind and learning right and wrong, and what is a red flag, what is not a red flag. So again, like I said, I always use simplest form and try to figure out the absolute problem, and then go back forward again and say, well, okay, I now can, in a way, understand how it came to what it did to what happened, how it came to that, and see the failures and the success stories on either way. It's all in the, as the saying goes, it's always in the eyes of the beholder. So trying to understand that is really hard, and there's shows on that, and there's a lot of stuff of trying to understand. So that's again unity. We thrive, and until we can come together and come to realizations of our society and how we become more civilized or uncivilized, decivilized, however you want to word it, we're only going to notice it when it happens.
Well, and I, like thinking about, Rebecca and using that for example, I personally think that like prevention is education. So with, the information we have and, Stephanie says that she did everything right. She tried this and she tried that, maybe they did have the education as to, these are the red flags to look for, and this is, the kind of person that she is and whatever. But she was so manipulative that she still found ways to get in, like I approached with food, I approached with this, I approached with that, and it didn't work. So now I'm going to try money. And they're in a situation where money is going to work.
Right, right, exactly. So that's a way breaking things down to the simplest form of how we can see, and I mean that's a lot of the case of a lot of problems that we have overall. Follow the money, and that seems to be definitely an initial thing for a lot of people. So what faltered into that point of where they were in that situation where they had to go into or get manipulated to need that money. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And that's exactly my, approach to it too.
I mean, yeah, education is definitely we all I think can come to that conclusion that overall education is a major factor, and breaking it down, what type of education are you really talking about? So
Hey, Stan. We nothing major happened. We were just discussing like how to break it down and figure out how we got here.
in many cases or certain situation cases, and we were talking about the Becca case as far as breaking it down to the why, where did the community, where did the society, where did the county, where did the city, the state, the overall, where did it fail at that led her to that path that ended up with that outcome, and how could we solve it? That's the biggest question there.
Well, a question that I've always had to ask, and I've never had it answered, or I never heard anybody say anything, is did Becca get into the rugs before or after she met these people?
I do have a recording from an aunt of the baby daddy, if I understood the individual's link correctly. I have it on my phone, but I don't have other devices to utilize that recording to put it out there. So just from my perspective on what I've heard and I've re-listened to multiple times, that last time that she went to the hospital and found out that she was so far along, they did a check. There was nothing in her system.
Okay. I just wondered. I just asked.
Right. But that is something that basically is cleared up, that there was nothing in her system, so therefore she was not utilizing what was around her. Excuse me.
And I guess we might be able to gather, like, from Stephanie's words, she talked about, like, if they were making the right choices, they could come home and whatever. That led me to believe that there were some substance abuse issues when she was not pregnant.
Right. And again, that's the one of the things that is kind of needed to get the backstory on, because without some of that information, we really don't know where that stone was kicked, or his toe was stubbed on, rock was tripped over.
And
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, sorry, Ace.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was going to tell True Crime. The decision has been made. I am not going to the Christmas party.
Well, fair enough.
Well, no, you want to know why?
Do want to know why.
Because when I went grocery shopping today, I fell.
Oh no, are you all right?
I have a fucking crunch and a pop in my knee, and it's not
Uh,
good. So I already called my doctor. I'm waiting for him to call me back.
I'm gonna need
yeah.
you guys to get it together around here.
But
Yeah. Jenna, have you gotten any updates on your son?
No, he's just been admitted. They got him on a heart monitor. They're waiting for his primary care doctor to send over orders, see what they're gonna do.
Wait, what happened to your son?
Oh, he went for his pre-surgery testing this morning, and his EKG came back abnormal, so his PCP sent him straight to the hospital for direct admit.
Oh no. So it must have been really abnormal.
He didn't say. Oh, he's scared to death. He's 27 years old. My best guess is that this machines is as old as fucking time.
Or at least as old as him.
Yeah, we're hoping that it was just human error or machine error.
well, I wasn't here, Jenna. So can I get a recap on it?
I think she's busy. Before going to do the surgery or whatever, you know how they do the pre-check. How they do the pre-check.
Yeah.
So they hooked up a EKG to make sure the heart was going to be a stable and strong thing for when they knock them out.
Right. I know they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's nerve wracking.
And it came back abnormal, so now she's waiting on that information.
Yeah, they've got a heart monitor on him at the moment. They're waiting on some orders from his doctor to get started on some testing just to make sure he's okay.
You keep us posted too, Stan.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a damn bubble, dude.
Absolutely. Getting him a
Well, but you know me. I don't tell my stories out here, my woeies me's and all that other bullshit. But I started my car, let it warmed up, got it brushed off, did a little slip and slide. Not bad. I figured I'd be all right. Went into store. fucking Hyundai Sonatas are good known for that shit. So my driver's side door is
Yep.
messed up. Then I figured what else could go wrong. So I went to the store. People, they drive like absolute fucking idiots out here. But anyways, that's here nor there. Then I get to Walmart. I go in, I do my shopping and that shit. I had some lady run into me 3 times back from behind with her cart. I turned around and I looked at her and I said, "Do you mind?" I said, "Really? If you're in that much of a hurry, here, go around me." As shit. Next thing I knew, my right leg went one way, my left leg went the other way, and what leg do you think I come down on? Exactly. So I've not had a good morning,
Yeah.
but that's all I'm gonna say about it because I don't want my fucking anger and shit to bleed over and ruin everybody else's day.
Yeah. You rebalance and yeah.
But I'll be all right. You guys know I'm fucking tough. I don't care.
Right. You'll manage. You'll figure things out.
I'm not going through surgery again. I'll tell you that much right now.
Well, I mean, if they have to, they have to. But yeah.
Well,
I mean,
personally, I'd say they can go fuck themselves.
that's why my wife needs knee surgery again. She's not in so much pain that she can't walk on her knee or nothing. I mean, but yeah, she had surgery, had a repair done, and then got into another incident to where she had more damage done to it and had to go back in. And now the doc here says, yeah, uh, whenever you're ready, we need to do a complete knee replacement. And she's like, well, when I can't walk on it, that's when I'll be in.
Well, that's the way I'll be. That's the way I was the last time. That's the way I'll be again.
Right, right.
But I'm more worried about Jenna's boy because that's a heart, man. That ain't nothing to play with.
Right, right.
Been there, done it.
Definitely much love going out to both of you for what you're dealing with. Well, all of it, all of people going through any just sort of rough patch and whatnot.
Well, that's the thing. Whatever this storm is, it's coming off the lake, right? It's coming from Lake Michigan and that shit. I don't know if you guys got a bad storm up there or not, but man, I'm telling you what, it doesn't seem like it's really snowing that hard. You know what I mean? It's snowing pretty good, but not that hard. But man, the fucking wind. Oh my God. You guys have seen my parking lot. You see how far the cars and everything else are away from me through my window. And that when that wind starts blowing, I can't even see those cars in my parking lot.
Right, right. Right now, right now I'm kind of like in a cove type area, so I got a lot of trees blocking a lot of the wind. But I mean, when they get swaying and a rocking and everything else, you definitely know it.
And and then I then I bought a one of those personal pizzas and that shit. I came in and just threw it on my fucking table. I was hungry, but now I ain't. Fuck it. To be honest with you, true crime, I'll probably just throw it in the garbage.
Soggy.
No, I just won't eat. That's all.
Stan, you need to eat.
Well, my personal opinion is I need to quit eating because I need to lose some fucking weight because I am getting straight up fat. And I think that's part of my problem with my knee.
Listen, I'm a big girl. Y'all seen me. We still, even if we lost the weight, we still have to do it right and we have to eat to lose the weight. Like, we still have to eat. We can't starve ourselves. It's unhealthy.
And you've been kind of laid up for a while. You're not active. Of course, you're going to gain some weight.
Yeah, then I'll have a nice fat belly with a bunch of muscle in it, right?
No, no. You know how us males are. Our genetics usually burn that right off first, and then it starts burning off everywhere else.
But hey, Jenna, I do have a question for you. A couple questions.
What's up?
Has your boy ever been, have they ever told him he had a slow heartbeat or anything like that when he's had other checkups?
No, everything has always came back really good, but he does suffer from anxiety, and so we're also hoping that might be part of it. He's really anxious to be put to sleep for his surgery on Monday.
Oh, kind of like what they call white coat syndrome.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting nervous about the surgery. He's never been put under.
All right. Well, no, I just wanted to ask because,
No, you're
um,
fine to ask. I have no problem answering any questions.
well, no, I mean, I had a heart attack and all that shit, but
So
that's
the only scary part is that heart disease does run in his dad's side of the family. His dad has had open heart. His grandfather has had open heart. His great grandfather has had open heart. The aunt and uncles on dad's side have all had open heart. So I think that obviously is causing even more anxiety for him.
right. I can understand that.
But I'm just gonna stand on the fact. I'm just gonna stand on this like knowledge that this machine might be really old and maybe it did pick up some of his anxiety. I'm just trying my best.
Yeah, I hear you. That it probably is what you said. It's just the anxiety because being put under in that it is kind of scary a little bit.
See, now the first time I ever got put under, I was scared, but the last like 3 or 4 times after that first time, I was just like, whatever. I'm about to take me a good ass nap.
Well, I mean that's the way I figure now. But the very first time I've ever been put under, it's kind of what's going to go wrong, what's going to happen, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? It all runs through your mind.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? It all runs through your mind.
oh yeah, absolutely, because it did me too. And he said, "Mom, I'm just really scared," and I'm like, "I understand, buddy, but." And nothing I can say is gonna make you feel any better about it. But I can tell you this much: is yes, it's scary, but it is not. Once it's done, you're gonna be like, I don't know why I was afraid. And so that seemed to made him feel a little bit better. So
Yeah, and usually if they, know that you're scared, they're pretty good at making it easy.
that's what I told him. I'm like, they're about to give. That's what I told him. I'm like, they're about to give you some happy juice. You're not even give shit.
Well, that's like the surgeon that did my knee. And that when you roll in there, the first thing he asks you, he says, "Are you anxious or are you nervous?" Blah 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 blah. And if you say yes, he'll ask you what kind of music you like. He won't blare it, but he'll put it on so it's like you know what I mean, like a nice tone.
Just told him to wait until he wakes up in recovery, and he has that nice warm bubble blanket thing on him that they use now.
Yeah, I know
Oh
that one
yeah,
that fills
I'm
up with
like,
the
I want one of
air.
those. I want one of those at home.
right.
That's what I told him when.
If I would have let my wife, she probably would have snagged it when she had her diverticulitis surgery. They had that on her, and she wanted to try to snag it and take it home. I'm like, no, 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 no.
Well, that's like my nurse. She told me, well, we can let you take the blanket part. She said, because we're just going to toss that because they have to. But they said, well, the machine, that's kind of a. I said, you just roll that outside. And when I get ready to go, you just hop it up in there. Act like you're
That
hopping.
thing was so nice. I was like, oh my goodness.
I know because when they first came in, they laid this really. They'd asked me if I wanted a warm blanket, and I said, if it'd make you feel better, because they kept asking me.
Like, who goes to the hospital and doesn't want a warm fucking blanket on them? Like, you're out of your mind if you don't want a warm blanket. You're out of your mind if you don't want a warm blanket.
Well, when I went in, I just wanted to get it. You guys all know I've been dealing with this from July, and I just wanted to get in, get it over with, get it done. I didn't give a
Right.
shit what extras they wanted to give me and that shit. And she said, they kept on asking, you want a warm blanket? You want a warm blanket? You want a warm blanket? Finally, I said, if it'll make you feel better, yes, bring me a warm blanket. And they bring this blanket in this real thin, clothy, kind of like an air mattress looking thing. They laid it on me, and I said, this ain't that warm. She says, hold on a second. And she hooked that machine up and blew it. And I said, holy shit, man, technology has really come up. Needless to say, I was sleeping really quick.
I bet. Did you what do they call that? When you burrito your kid or whatever? Kind of makes you feel like that. Mm. Or you do that type of wrap on a little one, they pass right out because they feel all snug and cozy and warm and safe and
A swaddle.
yeah, swaddle. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it.
But hey, it's not to go into a long story about it, right? Because I feel bad about it because I couldn't get my point out or whatever. Did you make her understand what I was trying to say?
Maybe if she reaches out to me to try to work out some of that. So I mean, yeah,
Well,
and I'll get with you about something too, probably in messages at some point of that aspect too. It's not meant for on here, so
right.
but in messages.
Well,
Or
I'm
if I come on your stream and you want to talk about it there on yours, then we'll go for it from there. Otherwise, I'll just message you directly and and let you know where uh, something maybe to look back on to think about.
oh, I look
Your
back
intentions
on
were
it.
good. Your intentions were good, but I think you're missing something, and I'll let you know.
Uh,
Like I said, I'll message you.
all right. Well, look, I look back on it, and guess what? Whatever people want to say on here, say on here. I
It's not yours. It's Pickles. So I'll message you a couple key things, and then we can take it from there.
yeah. Well, Pickle doesn't give a shit what I talk about. I let her talk about whatever she wants to on my live too.
Well, right, and that's your choice. So yeah,
I just I went from the Karen stand and tried to be the level head stand to now
right,
I don't give a fuck.
right. I mean I get it, and that's why I said you got to rebalance and get back to being Stan the man. Hang on, I got to message your wife real quick.
So somebody tell me what good is going on in their lives.
My kids for Christmas break.
That could be good and that could be bad.
They'll be home Christmas Eve, so I'll have them for Christmas, but it'll be a much needed break from each other until then.
Well, that's
So,
what. Oh, go ahead, Pickle. I'm sorry.
hi, how are you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I've
I
already asked the
just,
other ones. You came back while I was moving stuff into the house.
I just simply telling people I'm not going to say nothing about nothing anymore. I don't give a fuck.
About what?
Anything.
Okay.
People can say what they want to talk about or whatever, and I'm not going to try to be a protective, try to protect people and that shit and stick up for them and everything. Certain people I will, but certain people, fuck it. I don't care.
Right.
And no, I'm not talking about Kristen because I will go to bat for her, but I'll do it in a different way. I'll do it in my own way, and I won't talk about it.
We just have to, all of us have to be careful how we word things because I ended up with a restriction
What, because of that?
because of wording.
Well,
Um,
you mean when me and her were I was trying to explain what I was, and she was.
yeah, but the problem is it's not doesn't say because of wording. It's again because of leading people off the app, and nobody was doing that.
We clearly stated we were at certain during a certain time where it could have appeared or sounded that way.
Right. So I I understand trying to protect your friends, like, and going to bat for them. I did it the night before that, like, with
Yep.
stuff with Tennessee. Like, I am all for that, and I advocate for that. Like, you do that. You don't let somebody trash talk them. But my problem or my issue or everybody that goes live's issue and problem needs to be is we have to start being careful on how we word things, and that includes myself because I sat here and said the correct word for red stuff. I don't know how many times 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago. Um, and last night, when you guys were on your page, I reread those charges for those two Brookville women on that CA case for that boy with those almost 1,000 charges each. And I didn't watch my wording. I read it exactly off the paper. So if that's like I have to watch me too. And so I guess as putting out a warning for your friend and trying to protect your friend, I'm trying to protect you as well because I don't want to see you get banned. I don't want to see her get banned. I don't want to see anybody get banned. Okay?
Yeah. But to be honest with you about that, what you were talking about the leading and everything else,
Yeah.
I don't think it's the per se you're leading people off. I think people are reporting and saying you are.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't figure out where it's coming from because I don't do that.
Well, that and we don't know if it was a auto generation or if it was a report. That's one thing I wish they would put in the evidence aspect.
Right. I wish I knew.
Well, that's like, for an example, all the what I want to say, all the restrictions that I have gotten on mine and
Yeah.
everything, I've appealed it. I put in there that the material is not what it says it is or whatever that wording. I don't know,
That's what I did.
and I appeal it, and it's gone. They're all
Yeah,
gone.
I've gotten two appeals out of the 50, 60 that I've had.
Right. I mean,
Maybe three.
and it's all about how you do it and what you put in the description. And because, yeah,
Well, that's like for an example. I mean, it's rumored that next month, uh, TikTok's going to be under a new owner. Well, here we are coming to the end of December, and don't they think they ought to be doing a post of what the new rules are and everything else? How can that's like telling your kid that they can't go somewhere and they can't do something, or better yet, telling your kid that they're grounded when they and you don't tell them the rules of why they're grounded, and they're like, "Why am I grounded? What did I
Oh,
do?"
right. And Kristen and I was talking about that, I think last night, about there is no actual public listing on words not allowed to be used. So how are you supposed to know other than getting in trouble for it right off the bat and then guessing, oh, it might have been this word. It might have been this word. Let's try altering this word and see if it happens again or not. So I mean, it's that's ridiculous. It really is. If they're gonna have something either auto generated or keyed up on certain key words, then there needs to be information. Period.
It's supposed to be an 18 and over app, right?
As long as you got it setting like that, so therefore, I mean, the way it really should. So therefore, I mean, the way it really should. I mean, again, it's a business. It's not like the regular antenna viewing box or the cable viewing box or whatever you want to call that. It might be a keyword. I don't know, but that would you would think would be a commonality, a basic common sense or even logical conclusion of anything as far as that goes. But then again, it is a private business. All platforms are. They're all private businesses. They're not ruled by we the people. They're not whatever. So they can put on their own whatever they want.
Can you guys see that?
Yep.
That's how it is up here, and it gets worse than that.
Right.
And all because I had to pick and say that I want to live on the lake. I want to move somewhere where there's no lakes.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter where you go. You're always going to have positive, negative, and neutral.
Yep.
Negative and neutral.
Yep.
That's trifecta.
At this point in time, I'd rather deal with tornadoes and hurricanes.
It is so nasty out right now.
I mean, and again, it's a point of view thing. The silver lining to everything, we're not.
Yeah, you're right, Ace. It is a point of view. It's my point, and I viewed it out, and I think, and that's the thing, just like Michaela just said, you can get on here at 11 years old. Even though I have an 18 plus on my room,
They can
don't,
still,
yeah, they can get into my live,
yeah, because
my live.
they just put miss do their thing and put whatever age they want. So
Exactly.
that's mainly just for the parents that are being attentive or vigilant or however you want to word that with their kids and knowing that hey, you're on this platform, it is set up properly, lets them see that hey, why'd you go into this and why did you alter this setting, you know what I mean. And that's an educational thing. I mean, the moment a kid realizes what is actually a right and what is actually a wrong is where I believe in my own aspects that that's where education really needs to be started and explaining choices and conclusions, cause effect, right from the get go and upfront honest. So it's yeah. and lead and be how they want to be the example.
Well, that's why when I had young kids in my house, it had a password on it that only me and my ex knew. It shut down everything. You couldn't change your age. You couldn't falsify this, nothing. You couldn't even get into them websites unless we put codes in. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And I've seen a lot of different ways of you know what they grew up or how they started growing up or whatever with what they were being taught. And those that were I found were giving more direct hard conversations when they got interested in different things that we normally would have a parental control on, and instead of their letting their curiosity actually take them there and then having that openness of being able to come and talk about that type of conversation. It might be awkward, but it's through what I've seen, it was a better outcome to be able to do it that way instead of prevent without the education or teaching of having them awkward, hard conversations with them and understanding.
Exactly.
So I mean, like I
Oh man,
said, there's not really a
I
book out
agree
there.
with you that my parenting style is different from your parenting style. Nobody's the same.
Right. And like I said, I've seen many different styles and seen many different outcomes become forth from it. Uh, and the ones that were definitely more educated and more open and more awkward, hard conversations turned out a lot better, a lot better than those that were hidden and did preventative. Those individuals grew up to not having a, not having the best of path to walk on later on in life. I guess is the best way I can word that.
You're absolutely right. But hey, everybody in the live here, even though me and Ace are talk about boring stuff and probably doesn't interest you guys, let's show Pickle some love. Let's get tapping that screen and send some gifts. And I mean, they're not. You don't have to. They're not. We're not forcing you. But if you want to, send a couple gifts. They're appreciated. But get tapping that screen. Let's get Pickle up to 20,000.
And challenges up there too if you're wanting to help support this creator and stuff like that. They help complete them challenges if you're feeling like you want to. If you're feeling like you want to. It helps us all have a place to continue to conversate and go to and have chill conversations and discussions about many different topics.
Yeah, help her win that Vegas trip because she wants to send me there. So come on. Holy shit, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Dude, cars, houses, trees, everything just disappeared.
Yeah, there you go, Jen. Yeah, definitely them heart me's. There's quite a few of those that still got to be filled out. I think I already sent mine today too. Well, it says I have, so
That challenge there. Not telling you how to run your room or nothing. I'm just my suggestion. When I run those kind of ones, I run them at midnight. Ones, I run them at midnight.
yeah, right close to time change, or when you have a mass amount in a room, and the one ups.
But once again, I'm not telling you how to run your live.
Just a friendly suggestion.
Yeah, yeah. Someone will tell you no different.
Now you, Jenna, that's
Right. I
different.
was about to say, quit lying, Stan. You
Well, I mean, it falls along the line of his normal profession, so it is a natural occurrence.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that's funny. Now we have a true crime in here, and now we have a true crime Massachusetts in here. So now when I talk to the one I talk to, I have to say my true crime. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, and I can see why a lot of people went with that first wording in their name or whatever. I mean, yeah, it does follow an algorithm, so I mean,
I'm keeping my name what it is.
Oh, so
yeah.
you're gonna change your name to my or Stan's true crime?
True crime trap queen.
Hey, girl, hello.
Hi, T girl.
There you go. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know what kind of weather you guys are having in Michigan, but I'd almost rather be in Michigan right now.
It comes and goes as far as like our snowflakes. Earlier today, they were about the size of a nickel, and now it's just gust of wind. It's pretty, at least in my area. I mean, obviously, UP usually catches the worst of everything because it's such a narrow landmass and having Great Lakes on both sides. Well, three technically, but
Well, I'll say this, and don't nobody in my live or Pickles live or anybody that follows me and loves me and or says they love me and everything. Um, if I did move to Michigan, I would have more family around me.
right. That's a Michigan curse thing. You know what I mean?
moving to
We all
Michigan
know.
requires not being an Ohio State fan, though. So good luck with that.
Girl, that is never gonna change.
You can be an Ohio State fan and live in Michigan or Pennsylvania or any state.
Yeah, every state probably has their own curse or whatever, but yeah, my most of I think I have three or four family members on one side of the family that actually succeeded in breaking the Michigan curse and fully moved away and way down south and southwest, and they never did move back to where I got stuck with a curse, and I tried doing the Tennessee thing when I was in my teenage years with a family. Because, of course, I was a kid, and then I tried doing the Pennsylvania thing as an adult, and I'm still back in Michigan. Didn't work.
But that's what I don't understand, seriously. It don't matter if you're from Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and that they when they move, they all have one destination that they go to, and that is Florida. And I have no idea why.
No, my family went to Texas, New Mexico, California, and I want to say one was somewhere around the lines of like Louisiana area, Louisiana and Missouri type, or no, Louisiana, Mississippi type thing. So, because I don't know, they like that type of heat there, and
True crime, you get back up here. Don't you be leaving. Come on,
unless,
girl.
unless they're seeing if they can change their name now, I don't know.
She said she had to drop. She would be back.
All right. Oh yeah, I missed that in the comments.
Well, I seen that.
Have a good
That's why.
day.
That's why I said she wasn't going anywhere to get back up here.
You can't. You have to let her go, bud.
No,
Can't hold her forever.
she's my buddy. I like her.
Who, me? I am your buddy. You're right.
Well, you are my buddy too, and I like you.
No, you were talking about me. You weren't talking about anybody else. I'm the one and only.
What the heck? A phone call from Beaver Island. I don't know anybody in Beaver Island. The only
I'm the
thing,
one and only.
What the fuck is Beaver Island? I've never even heard of Beaver Island.
well, I mean, when we were younger, that was a place where all the bad kids went.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was a correctional thing for a lot of the juvenile kids that got into trouble a lot, and instead of going to other facilities, that was like the worst of the worst because it's an island, and therefore the kids couldn't try to get away, run away, or anything, and they had to get a structure and learn how to be better people. How to be better people, I guess is the best way of saying that. Yeah, it's over on the Lake Michigan side, somewhere by the tip of the pinky. You go more northwest, and there's that little island that has that facility on it to where all the really bad kids went that were like already career in crime type things at a young age, and they couldn't go to the big bar house. I don't know any. I mean, there is regular towns in that, the small towns, but there are other communities, there. But it's like I don't know anybody from there. Probably just solicitor like normal.
That's another thing, Ace. I was going to show you. Check this shirt out. You like this one?
Oh yeah,
Can you
yeah,
read it?
yeah. I can read it. Yeah.
And then look who's at the top.
Well, yeah, because of the sponsor.
I got a lot of different shit, man. Like I said, I've been a Buckeye fan for years.
All right. The wife should be getting out of work here soon, and then I have to wait for her to get here, and then after she gets here, I'll have to drop then, and then we gotta go do our shopping. Shit. So I got about a half hour yet. I can hang out.
Map,
I can hang out.
if my family ever does talk me into moving to Michigan, man, everybody's gonna hate me up there because I will wear my Ohio State proudly.
Right. I mean, it really does depend on how depth you are into sports. I mean, we got a guy around here that had a Packers painted truck. So I mean, yeah.
I don't go that far. If I had a pickup truck, I might have the tailgate painted, Ohio State. But to have my entire truck painted with nothing but decals and everything else of Ohio State, no.
Yeah, the way their truck was, it was already a green truck, pretty much the color of the turf. So
Yeah.
they put the striping on it for your yardage, and then they had the big old decal or stickers or whatever put on the hood, the door, the tailgate. And then any team that during that season, any team they beat, they would put, kind of like little magnetic sticker or something with a line through it showing that.
But there is one good news about this weather. I don't have to make sure all my dishes are done, and I mean I do, but I don't have to make sure that everything's nice and tidy and neat and everything else, because Pickle and Jason won't be able to come up here and visit because it's nasty, man. It's nasty, man.
It's fine driving up there. You don't know what we're doing.
I wouldn't want you guys to come up here, seriously, just for that simple fact. It's not that I don't want you guys to come up here. I want you guys to be safe. Safe. And I know how 79 is at this time of the year. People drive like idiots.
He said reckless and dangerous all the time.
Right.
Hey, that's the way I am, but that's myself.
Wife says she's headed home. All right.
It
So I
was
got 15, 20 minutes.
no.
That's what I was just doing. Always. I always send her a response of saying that way she knows I seen the message and the of course the message and the of course the traditional words of affirmation. The I love yous.
Yeah. I was going to dig the change out of my ashtray in my car so I can do my wash and everything, but
I'm gonna get off. My phone is gonna die. I'm gonna charge it, and then I'm gonna come back in a little bit and do some battles.
all right, well, I'll go live.
Okay.
All right.
Make sure you're following Stan so you can continue on. Everybody have a good day, and I'll see you all later.
Bye, Pickle.